Transvestite!
Alright, it's starting a bit early, lads, aren't you? Alright, so we've got Clandestine and we've got Nader. So make some noise for the artists on stage. Come on. Yeah. So Clandestine, where you from? Sutton. Okay, and Nader, where you from? Where you from, Nader?
Sutton in London or Sutton Coalfield? Sutton Coalfield, don't say Sutton. South London, Sutton. What? Yeah!
We got another one. So you're from further away, so Ed's Hotels.
He can have it. He said he wants to take first, so he can have it. He come on.
Alright, so pre-arranged, eh? Okay. So Mr. Clandestine, round one. Come on, let's go.
Yo, Nader, there's a distinct difference between you and me. I'm a lover and you're a fighter. So whilst you're out and about being a wannabe G, I'm in your mom's bed sleeping where your dad should be. Because the recession hit your family hard, but my erection hit her harder. Yes! I got to jizz in her eye for £1 a time and I demanded change from that fiver. Because this LAD has AIDs and no idea. I mean, you can't predict my bag of tricks. I got that flow deadly like the river Styx. I'll leave your blood streaming like it's Netflix. I'll grab your bitch and put her lips to my six. By the time I'm done, it'll look like she's licked out a whole bowl of cake mix. Because I'm getting... Because I'm getting personal with this gargoyle. I'll break into your house and replace your Listerine with my pissing stream and wait to hear you gargle. Because I make music, you just make me sick. I mean, your beats, dude, are about as tacky as beetroot and your shit on tracks like train loos. So, this is a proclamation. Listen to my intonation, it heats my inspiration because your imagination sounds like it's gone for a castration. I mean, to intelligent rhyming, you are the enemy, like Snoop Dogg's short-term memory. You spit like you've got brain damage. I could spit in Latin sign language and still manage a savage advantage. It's Clanditch. First round, and it ain't going any other fucking way, because I embody wordplay, you embody the word gay. I'm a traditional kind of guy. I love it when a story has a moral. I love it when your girl gives me oral. I'm not just trying to come across as insulting. I want to physically wound you and rub the salt in. Because lyrically, Nader, you are fucking basic. You amount to about as much as a Chinese slave worker's payslip. I mean, I don't know why the fuck I'm here. You're spitting your best against me and still losing as I idle in second gear. Look, because... Freestyle. So I idle in second gear. Because you think I'm good now, you should see me when you see me after a few blunts, I'm a little bit higher. I'm a fucking lyrical messiah whose sheer force of skill is something that could cause Ronaldo to retire and is something that Messi would admire. But you really should retire, Nader, because your lyrics lack fire and your concepts are dire. You gotta understand that these battles are about creativity and I spit it hot, got kings bowing in freeze to my freeze like the nativity. This MC is just a square, like the theory of general relativity. And my shit is real, like the problems in Israel. I'm a DIY kind of guy, so last night I hammered your girl. I gave her anal with a nail, and that she should take it as courtesy. She's normally only getting touched up by the blind, like she's braille. And this gangster image, it's a dumb fail. You're projecting something that you're not, like a YouTube thumbnail. You talk about going in, but you only mean when it's raining. And when you say, fuck it, I'm on one, you mean a cock.
Round 3.
Alright, so third and final round. Clandestine.
Look, I'm making the crowd laugh and I'm not even trying. You're spitting your best stuff and only getting aloha like you're Hawaiian. I mean... And I'm getting the applause easy. You look like you've got cerebral palsy. And I got that. So I got that Boris Johnson. I got that Boris Johnson Bojo flow. I got that Boris Johnson Bojo flow. That means it's educated, but at first don't seem it. Lyrically, some rappers take the shortcuts, but plan takes the scenic. I'm spitting out that shit nutritious like a fucking bulimic. Because my rhyming's precise, getting your head like lice. I'm multi-sided like I'm Dungeons and Dragons dice, but fuck this shit. I'm here to start some wars like I'm George Lucas. And you're a douche cause you're always chewing bum like it's chewing gum. And seeing as you're about as threatening as a wet dream on ketamine, I'll teach you a lesson. It'll be your mum I'm undressing. I'll fuck her like she's a thoroughbred, leave her bloody legged, baptise her with the fluid from my jab side, cause she's a filthy whore who blew me more than a faulty cartridge from Nintendo 64.
Yo, it's King of the Ronalds, Rise of the Foot Soldier, first battle of the day. Make some noise, people in the building. Now, I ain't the best host in the world. Mickey Worthless ain't here for some reason. He's not answering his phone. Mickey, when you see this, you're a wanker. Fucking ring me,
Wake
bro.
up, Mickey.
Wake up. Pull your tongue out of that bird's ass. Anyway, so we got the first battle of the day. Both of these guys never been on King of the Ronalds before. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to introduce rapper to my left. Make some noise for Murta. Yeah. And rapper on my left? Maybe. Alright. Rapper on my left, make some noise for Soliloquy. Did I say it right that time?
You said we were both on your left, but apart from that.
Fuck it, yeah. You are both on my left. Alright, so we flipped off camera and Murta won the flip. He chose Soliloquy to go first. First round on
Soliloquy.
Let's go.
All right. Yo, this is like comparing the mind of Plato to some Play-Doh. I'm feeling all high and mighty, because even if I don't leave a life so fulfilling, at least when I sit down, I'm not so fulfilling. So forget out barring, I'll straight outclass you. Big boy, I'm 3,000 times better, so watch me outcast you. These rounds, going over this donkey's head like a lasso. I'm flying right past you, building rhythm off the beating like a drummer. This is a timeless up-and-comer versus someone whose time is coming up. I've already done enough to beat em up, but watch me further beat em up like a beat em up, you piece of fat blubber. Get knocked off the stage if you're trying to be a smash brother. He's teching the piss, this amateur, trying to land a punch for real, but he ain't a soul's caliber, look. And speaking of don't flop, you run don't flop. Demo battles, but don't flop nonetheless. Yet when you said your stuff, just looked annoyed and stressed. I mean, you should have known that in the tryouts, he's the harshest critic. I ain't seen him look that pissed at a spitter since Disaster did it. But you lost and sordid one, because she outwrote you and actually put on a show. I mean, with that abysmal performance, you can't be surprised you didn't take any pee out the league, because you don't flow. So profits is something you'll never see, but my flow virus like Osiris, a rhyming prophecy of Pharaoh. So check this geezer if you really want to see what a noob is. I'm all set. A straight plague flying through the skies, this guy laying low, cause if he's sphinxy beating me, he must be in denial. Anubis, set, locust, geezer. I got him thinking Soliloquy, what the fuck do you mean? Well, it's simple. I'm taking everything he's worth with this pyramid scheme. And on the plus side, you're plus sized. But more on your second round in the second round. Look at this guy. A solo stoner, so lonely, he hangs near groups of strangers just to get a contact. Hi. The type to wear his influences on his sleeve, but when he performs, his influences just leave. Yeah, it's that guy. This Teletubby is not skinny by any stretch of the waistband. A straight waist man whose appetite makes everything tight. A fatigued fatty, and fat jokes, I know. They're more tired and played out than Murta as a kid when he tried to play out. But then just went to the shop. So all those pubs you've ate in have left your colon listing like punctuation. Instead of dotting around it, I'll get to the point of this exclamation. Murta, you're full. Stop. You're just a fool, G. I'm cold off the top like Fuji. My reputation mounting, but I won't ever rest. I will kill a man for his gyro. I'm haphazardous. Pushing forward in this world of rap backwardness. Most of these spitters are shallow, craving the cameras, but this man cavernous. I'm not trying to change the scene like a director, just coming at this from a different side like a defector. Too many rappers happy in their rapper like the prospector, but fuck the buzz, I'm all about the nectar. Let's take this to the next vector, because I'm a destructive force with disruptive thoughts. Forget the criminal, this man attacks with the minimal and the subliminal. Rappers call me Metallica the way I kill them all. Yeah. And Murta, you're a fortnight, that's 2 weeks. And with that answering phone delivery, you're putting people to sleep. I'm surprised your verses end with time and not, hi, this is Murta, leave a message after the beep. Beep. We were meant to battle on words are weapons. So if words are weapons, then mine are sharper, because my mind is harder than a samurai's katana. Saying yes to this battle clearly classes you as a self-harmer, because it's a knife fight. Killer syllables, digging deep and leaving the mark. The past 2 rounds showed you ain't got a handle on this cutting edge, just taking stabs in the dark. Ain't a man in this room flakier. You could not look rapier. I'm forever putting words together, the saviour, outwitting every victim on my way to success. This ain't wordplay, it's swordplay. I just added an S. This man is a mess. All you do is speak about pussy in your battles, but pussy, that ain't me. The fact that you're special is clear, your AD is in HD, and you can hate me, but this is my 2nd battle and his 6th. Still split him into thirds, or trying to act a fraction better, murder, mate. You need to stop. This is not a good look for the culture. The crowd gathered round right now, waiting for me to leave the corpse alone like vultures. This is the thinker, catching bodies in thought like a Rodin sculpture. I'm a poet too. Playing with words and doing what I want with language is just my alphabet on the side. You're forever destined to be a thumbnail unclicked, just a YouTube bit on the side, and you can be bitter, but besides, look back on that career in misery, because you just made history. This the pure source, no condiment, because when they look back on Murder Soliloquy, it'll be the embodiment of what a body meant. And that's it. The last insult I'll ever spit. You fat prick.
So yeah, King of the Ronalds, as we normally do, we judge the battles on crowd reaction. Bearing in mind that this guy's got like 6 people with him. This guy's got no one with him. Let's see what we can come up with. Alright, so on the count of 3, please. And normally I go make some noise and everyone makes some noise. Please wait till the count of 3. Yeah, simple. My daughter's doing this in primary school. Very, very easy. Alright, so on the count of 3, make some noise if you think the brother on the left won. 1, 2, 3. Alright, on the count of 3, make some noise if you think the brother on the right won. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think we got a clear winner from noise reaction. You know, like I said.
But they're my mates.
Future tip, if you're battling at King of the Ronalds, bring loads of mates.
Or just one really loud one.
Yeah, one really loud mate and you'll win. Bard said he was going to be here and make me lose, so he's very loud. But yo, so King of the Ronalds, we've got a winner taking the win home today. Murta, make some noise for Murta.
Park 2015.
Let's go.
Let's get into another tryout battle. Rapper to my right, introduce yourself. Organic.
Yo, it's Turner. Shout out to the world of Kent, where I'm from.
Yeah, make some noise, man. Rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
Soliloquy.
Let's go.
Make some noise. 260 seconds. Yeah?
Soliloquy's first.
Soliloquy's first.
Hold it down, please. We're gonna get into this.
Let's get it going, man. Hold it down. Let's go.
Yo. So they put the poet against the poet.
Yeah.
But Turner's the worst kind, not the verse kind. He's all tongue-in-cheek, young and weak. Doesn't perform, it's just chatter. Got no subject matter on subjects that matter. Just poems about Waitrose and tea that are so fucking forced. This gurning Bo Burnham's about as engaging as divorce. So Turn's mild. Just goes round and round and ain't nothing to push past, so let's go through Turn's style. Turner's the guy who'll pile your news feed of his tasteless muesli music, trying to get a crowd round his SoundCloud. I mean, it's bait, but I bit. I wanted to see who could resist a song called Baywatch that swaps a Y for an E. Not me. Let's go. And it wasn't even that bad. I mean, it was predictable backpack clap trap and putting claps on trap, but compared to your latest, Fog Life with a hashtag, now that's bad. Turner with that rhythmic flow of binary code, I gotta give that 1 0. And seeing as they're both musicians, I'll close this edge of the competition with a quick composition, because at the moment I'm just A minor G, but soon I'll B major. You'll see.
Let's go. Make some noise.
I killed him in the first, now it's time to cremate this cliche. You're facing an old master, little learner. I get expressionistic with his art. You should call me Mr. Turner, you're senior. So seeing as you're about as young, I hate everyone your age. Seriously, I hate everyone your age. Always trying to play it cool, yet showing off. Just fuck off and go drink a non-chalate. Because in this battle shit, you're battle shit. There was a gap between us before we started, but after 2 rounds of this, well, that chasm split. You cannot spit. I'm invincible. You meet Mincible, a little shit stain at Rinsable. On principle, I will tell you that you are shit. Seriously, I can't deal with you. You're acting like your original gangster, a player straight scheming, but you're just repeating what's gone before, and I play a straight scheming. So don't flop. Hook me on with a real opponent, and I'll show those milli figures. Cause I just put this kid's blocky style in the bag. Mini figures.
I was in more people behind me.
Soliloquy, man. I like Tanner though.
I'm letting Chris host this whole. Am I judging as well? Soliloquy won.
Yo, we're back with the judge's decision. Soliloquy went up against Turner, and it was a unanimous decision. 3-0 Soliloquy.
Yo, what's good? Don't flop all fucking day. You know the score. We're back here. Training days number 4 at the Fiddler's Elbow. I'm here with Briggsy and Bam. Everybody, please make some noise one time. All the new event flyers, Sunburn 2, September 4th, 5th and 6th. The 6th birthday, the 7th birthday even is coming up in November as well. We've got mad events coming up for the rest 3 months of the year, 4 months of the year. It's going to be fucking dope. We've got Damn as well, September 19th. Please make sure you check that shit. Bam is getting introduced on the right hand side. Let's get this one going right now.
Yo, on my right hand side, make some noise for 142.
Let's go!
On my left hand side, making another appearance in the league, make some noise for Soliloquy.
Cool, so both these two tried out in the 2 60-second rounds. They both quarter wins. We put them against each other. This is now a promo and non-judge battle, so make sure you leave your comment in the comment section below. Alright. Let's go, bro.
I'm gonna reign forever like British weather. This prick is never scripting better. Your body frame makes me uncomfortable. You look like bones in a sack. If you were literally choking, it'd do more harm than good to pat you on the back. Skeleton boy looks like he takes everything in life with a pinch of crack. You write the same for every opponent, got no tact or plan of attack, but this battleship be battleships, and you taking random pot shots and sinking quick. I'm a strategist. No, you gotta coordinate to get a G rid. So I'll stop pulling 142 apart, breaking digits, because you're in the wrong division. Cut 142 down to size like long division. You just symbolise a dickhead like a Carling can. Like a Carling can. I entrance with the narratives like Dan Carling can, so it's only common sense that I'll go hardcore on your history in the 3rd round, watch him getting caught out like an umpire. But right now, I'm just running 142 like the Roman Empire.
So, let's go, round 2, let's go.
Because you said, and I quote, and with that performance, I'm not surprised that you didn't take any P out of the league, because you don't flow. Wow, bro, how the fuck did you think of that? Would you please teach me how to rap?
Evolving as a rapper is about the quality of competition to which you rap. So until today, well, you've been fucking whack. Spent so long on the lower leagues that it stunted your growth slack. I mean, you came up on choke artists, someone who ate a heart, and relapse. And I've dipped a toe too, only to use old material and maybe to catch a body, but that shitty beef has really affected you. Let me explain it properly. This gormless jerk socks like Morgan Spurlock, being on the Ronald so consistently has made you sloppy. Like the Tom Cruise scheme. And I'm not talking Xenu going clear of that Scientology preacher, I'm talking what you said against Big Daddy Bleach. I quote, "Right now, I feel like Tom Cruise because I got that Top Gun like Jack Reacher." Alex, you aren't Jack Reacher, you're a twat Reacher. And you can't school us on writing like a maths teacher. I'm trying to take it higher like the souls and Oggs, like the myths and legends. You're just regressing us back to the basics, the spliffs and bell ends. Even though we agreed this but a week ago, I'm still gonna kill this filler clone. Think Chilla Jones. Prep ain't even gonna be a factor in this body. Cause I'm forever writing, never stationary, penetrate with the pen and paper. There's 141 other fake thugs that say the same shit as this rugrat in a snapback. Your material's gutter. You're just producing lines like a production line. 142 ain't nothing but this copy serial number. There's not a single bar I've heard of yours that deserves even half-hearted applause. It's like you wrote 1,000 schoolyard jokes and thought, right, there's nothing left to write. And if he ain't stumbling in his battles, he's literally stumbling in his battles, catching like a pendulum, always walking left to right. I hate the way this cunt walks. I also hate the way this cunt talks. You go from shitty bar to shitty bar like a night out in Scunthorpe. don't spit really, more your delivery is dribbly. It's less gun bars and more gun bars. So what I'm saying is, you ain't at the DF standard. I'm on my A game again and again. You're more of a D or F standard. Any pass-gassed out opponents have outclassed, and you're just number 3. It makes sense I'm leaving marks from the burns on my 3rd degree.
Let's go, make some noise.